Trucks carrying humanitarian aid have arrived and parked near Karam Abu Salim crossing with Gaza, following last week's partial easing of Israel's blockade. Despite the limited flow of aid, the number of trucks entering Gaza remains far below the 500-600 daily shipments the United Nations says are needed to meet urgent needs. On Tuesday, thousands of desperate Palestinians rushed an aid distribution site run by a U.S. and an Israeli-backed foundation, with many willing to endure biometric and other checks to receive food aimed growing shortages in the densely populated enclave. U.S. Ambassador to Israel Mike Huckabee has said that aid distribution in Gaza is being carried out effectively despite chaotic scenes at food distribution centers in the region. Huckabee expressed satisfaction with the official start of food distribution in Gaza, highlighting that aid reached people without interference from Hamas. He described the distribution process as effective so far. However, Huckabee sharply criticized the United Nations and some organizations, accusing them of standing on the sidelines and undermining the efforts instead of participating. He suggested their real aim was to seek credit rather than genuinely provide humanitarian assistance.
So glad it started officially yesterday. There were lines of
The UN has reported that 47 Palestinians were wounded, many by Israeli gunfire, during a chaotic aid distribution in Rafah yesterday. Sun Gay, head of the UN Humanitarian Rights Office for the Palestinian Authority, said most injuries appeared to result from Israeli army fire. Gaza authorities earlier confirmed 3 people were killed, 46 others injured, and 7 remain missing following the incident. The head of the UN Agency for Palestinian Refugees, Philippe Lazzarini, has sharply criticized Israel's approach to its delivering aid in Gaza, calling it chaotic, inefficient, and politically motivated. Speaking in Tokyo, Lazzarini said the aid distribution model supported by Israel and the United States backed Gaza Humanitarian Foundation failed to meet core humanitarian standards. The comments followed chaotic scenes in Tuesday's Rafah distribution, where thousands of Palestinians scrambled for food at a GHF-run site. Lazzarini described the distribution as undignified and unsafe, accusing it of diverting attention from civilian suffering amid Israel's ongoing military campaign.
In the sun, waiting to be vetted and clear. Model of aid distribution